is not what you should enjoy. It should be the cake. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if it is broke, don't throw it away, recycle it. I believe that the move away from a monarch and towards a republic in Australia is a mistake. As you can see from the video, this is a very hot-button issue for all citizens of Australia. Now, just so I'm clear, when I say Republican or Republicanism, I'm not referring to the grand old party of the United States, but rather towards a movement in Australia away from a constitutional monarchy and towards a republic. As the Australian Monarch League says, there are absolutely no rational grounds for becoming a republic, but there are many sound reasons for remaining as we are. I will present to you today the evils of republicanism, the joys and benefits of a monarch, and allow you to make your own decision. Towards the end of my remark, I will answer some questions, but only one. Afterwards, I shall conclude my remarks. In today's global village, the instability of one nation threatens the whole world. So by taking charge in this issue, we will be able to preserve peace in our international state. Republicans like Julia Gillard, the Prime Minister of Australia, seek to destroy over 100 years of tradition to make Australia a republic. I feel very strongly that the Crown, an institute of constitutional stability, must be preserved. Republicans are concerned with not having a mate for head of state, i.e. not having an Australian rule the entire country, but they already have something better than that. What they want is an Australian to unite all Australians, but the Crown unites all Australians regardless of their color, creed, or content of their character. But not only does it unite Australians who live under the southern sun, but it unites Canadians who live under the northern lights, and Jamaicans who live in the Caribbean breeze, and the British who live in the eternal reign of London town. Where else can one institution, the Crown, unite so many different groups and do so equally? The Queen, when she is in Australia, is the Queen of Australia, and when she isn't, the Governor-General rules in her stead. Neither of them have any governmental power. That lies within the hands of the popularly elected Prime Minister. It is a system that has worked remarkably well and that was designed by Australians in 1901, well in 1900, when Australia federated. And in fact, this current system has made Australia the envy of the world. Of course, some still argue that they want their own head of state, but are they willing to pay the price? The Crown doesn't cost Australians a single dime. That's right, the British government pays for the Queen, and the average British citizen only pays 69 pence a year for the Queen because of how much land she owns that generates so much revenue. In fact, every British citizen pays 69 pence for the Queen and gets £1.35 back. So, right, do the math. Not only is the Crown cheaper and effective, but it is above political corruption. Unlike prime ministers and presidents, the monarch doesn't have to campaign for office, and therefore doesn't have to take campaign contributions that later have to be repaid with political favors. I will now take one question. Anybody has one? Yes, in the back.
In today's day and age, don't you think that this king-queen thing is a little dated?
A tradition that has existed for over 100 years should not be cast aside based on beliefs in a more modern state. Just because something is more modern does not make it better. And also, things that are newer tend to break and are sometimes unknown and have not been properly tested. So why change something for the possibility of it being better when you have something that already works and is great? Thank you for your question. I discussed with you today the debate over republicanism in Australia. I showed you the dangers of change and the joys of the current system. I want each and every one of you to reject Republican ideals and support the Crown in Australia. The Crown is cheap, just, and fair. And a republic is very unknown. Write to the Prime Minister of Australia at Canterbury House and ask her to not change the country of Australia. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if it is broke, recycle it. Thank you for your time this evening, and have a nice day.